document. That is what is so beautiful about it.
America wouldn't be America without it. But how much do you think about how the U.S. Constitution plays a role in your daily life? Well, what the Constitution means to me looks at the impact the document has on 4 generations of women in the same family.
The play, now with the Greater Boston Stage Company, is framed as a bit of a memoir, and it puts the foundation of our country in the spotlight.
The Constitution can be thought of as a boiling pot in which we are all thrown together in sizzling and steamy conflict to find out what it is that we truly believe.
Some people might think it's this sort of academic journey through policy and clauses of the Constitution, but it is absolutely not that.
Janice Hudson stars as the playwright of What the Constitution Means to Me, Heidi Schreck. The ever-evolving piece takes a close look at the document, its impacts, and imagines how it could shape the next generation.
As things pass and change, we are updating the script actively to reflect what's happening in real time, which I think is very cool.
Our bodies have been left out of the Constitution from the very beginning.
Studying history, studying our political documents is a great way to see not only how far we've come, but how far yet we have to go.
For director A. Nora Long, the one-act play is a great way to get people to think.
I think a lot of people are surprised to learn, for example, that women are not in the Constitution at all. And I think the Constitution in a lot of ways is a real deep dive into American history, who historically has been a person, who gets to be a person, and why.
At a macro level, it trickles down into our daily lives in ways that some of us probably don't even realize. And I think that's what Heidi's trying to do, is get us to think about this very old document that is very much still alive and functioning in today's world.
At age 15, Heidi earned her college tuition by winning constitutional debate competitions across the United States. That experience is echoed in the theater.
We actually do a live debate in front of the audience about whether or not we should keep or abolish the United States Constitution. The audience gets to be the judge. It's a good time.
I think we all have a newfound appreciation for a thoughtful exchange of ideas. I hope it allows us to engage our differences while recognizing our common humanity.
And now that you're like, ooh, I've got to see that, you can check out What the Constitution Means to Me at the Greater Boston Stage in Stoneham through Sunday.
I just love that the audience gets to play a role in that, too. You're even more engaged when that's the case.
Yes, and it's always good when we can make our history engaging because it's important.
So true.